Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the esteemed FaceTime with Leaders, an initiative by World Development Corporation. I'm Sunny Bancholi, anchor at World Development Corporation. FaceTime with Leaders is a platform for industry titans to share their experiences, thoughts, ideas, and best practices in order to inspire one another and future leaders. In a nutshell, we attempt to encapsulate the multi-decadal learnings acquired by these industry leaders. We also hope that by conducting these FaceTime with industry stalwarts interviews, we can bring together a global community of eminent personalities. By bringing together such visionaries on one platform, we hope to play a part in inspiring the lives of other leaders. Great learnings from great leaders undoubtedly assist everyone by identifying, nurturing, and using the trade secrets that are proven success formulas for many. And this is what we aim to achieve with these sessions, which are a gathering of industry stalwarts and a knowledge-sharing community. We have one such personality on FaceTime with Leaders with us today, Ms. Manisha Malhotra. She's an accomplished senior executive with more than 2.5 decades of experience in the logistics industry and expertise in managing and growing key accounts in logistics and freight forwarding, meeting and exceeding expectations of complex supply chain cycles. She has a proven track record of retaining global and large accounts, which contribute to 60% of the revenue. She has experience in senior executive leadership across functional and regional teams in India, ASEAN, and Asia Pacific. She is currently serving as Director of Operations at a private limited firm in Gurgaon. Ms. Malhotra, could you sum up your professional journey for our viewers today?
Yeah, sure. So this journey of my professional career started more than 2 decades back, over 2 decades back. And I would say I have been a catalyst in various organizations, helping them build brands. I joined this trade in an era where communication and digitization was really far-fetched. And creating a visibility was only through communication, the human touch, meeting customers was something that actually how this trade was functioning. Information traveled through phone calls. Emails is something that we witnessed in our era. So I'm not trying to sound ancient to all my viewers, but yes, that's how we saw. What kept me going all through this time was the daily hustle of getting better and adopting to all the changes that this industry has seen. We have only seen this industry grow, and constant learning of mine, engaging with customers, staying close to the business, staying close to the expectation of the customers kept me going. There were a lot of challenges as a woman, into this trade of logistics and supply chain, which also keeps our economy on the toes and keeps running. There were a lot of challenges that I faced, from getting equal opportunities coming my way, to being having or finding a mentor in this industry. But what kept me going also was my grit and belief that my learnings and what I brought to the table will actually be awarded, rewarded, and I will see and be able to contribute a lot. And today, when I am one of the established, and I say that with pride, that now after leading the 9 countries into the operations portfolio, what I bring to the table is a huge value. So that's what my journey with this trade of logistics and supply chain is all about.
So, Ms. Malhotra, what are some of the most important achievements you have made along the way?
Yeah, so achievements have been many, from big to small. And as I said, 2 decades back, and I'm taking this journey really from the start of my career, where communication, as I said, was a challenge. I had been personally a part of the team where we saw the communication channels of these towers, the Indus towers or the BTSs being imported. and how India saw that as a boom. The telecom industry was that time seeing a boom. The big brands were trying to establish the communication channel. So I was a part of the first few who actually sat down with the teams to ensure that we bring that to India. So that was I consider that to be one of my major accomplishment into this trade. I'm also a firm believer of digital transformation, what this industry has seen, and have been a part over a last 1 decade, I can say. The few organizations that I have worked with build their digital platforms, been a part of the community where we sat down and we said that no, we need to digitally enable the business to make the right decision, the data-driven decisions, so that we take informed and valuable decision for our customers and our businesses. So these are some of the accomplishments. I also believe strongly in strengthening the organization through people and processes. When I say people and processes, people actually run the business when we talk about logistics and supply chain. A lot of organizations are not asset heavy, they are very, very asset light. So how the business runs is through systems, processes, and people. People because they drive it. I have also personally built programs in various organizations helping them retain their customers, because retention of customers is seen very, very valuable in establishing a brand. You can always have someone come do business with you and then just leave. But it is through a robust retention program that any organization has that you build a strong brand where your customers are coming to you as a repeat customer. So these are some of my personal accomplishments and contribution to this industry.
Ms. Malhotra, given the intricacies of logistics and supply chain, what are some factors that have helped you throughout your professional life?
So, Sunny, this trade, logistics and supply chain is completely unorganized. From an unorganized sector to today being a planned supply chain cycle is something that we have seen ourselves. There are various intricacies if you talk about in our trade, from effective planning to actually meeting and exceeding the end customer expectations being one of them. There are various factors, that helped us pave our path through, and especially mine. And the topping the chart is talent and skill development, building a strong team, a team which is well, appraised and well with the time, invests a lot in the learning and development to handle the difficult and the tough situations. One such situation we all faced during pandemic. The world was sleeping, but was supply chain and logistics sleeping? No, because that's when we were actually, transporting the basic needs when it comes to medical equipments, or even food for that matter. So, building a very talented and a skilled team is very, very important to overcome such intricacies. Communication is another thing that I would say that we all should invest on, especially our sector wherein visibility is one part, and visibility handheld with communication builds a better supply chain cycle, be it a big brand or be it even a trader today. Effective planning into a supply chain. The third one is effective planning. If, for example, in automotive sector, you're not planned and you do not know what's coming your way, will you be able to hit the market at the right time? I have my doubts. So these are, some of the factors. Coming from a process, that's where my expertise are. Continuous improvement in your processes, finding the loopholes, and then investing and then adopting to those changes in the processes is very, very important. So all of these 4 factors, I tell you, takes the biggest weight when it comes to handling intricacies.
Director of Operations with your current employer, have you got any opportunity to implement new corporate governance measures?
Yeah. So As my designation says, I am the director for operations management, and within operations management, it's not only India. India is the biggest contributor, but I have 9 more countries to govern and run. So it plays a very, very important role, if you ask me. I have been instrumental 4 years into this organization. I'm talking of my current organization, and it's my 4th year. I complete my 4th year. How and what are the things that I would have done to govern the business in the right and a compliant way, and various factors, having the right stakeholder engagement. Why stakeholder engagement? Because it was very important for us to tell the business owners or product team, to tell them that why doing business in a governed manner will help them establish a better brand, will differentiate them from the industry. So doing business in a compliant manner and not doing business with any and every vendor, choosing the right vendors was very, very important. So we built programs of vendor management, as I would say. Not many. When I joined this organization, we were doing with every vendor, but now I can say that after building this program, there are only a handful of vendors who can actually do that with us. So that's one of the differentiator that makes us very different. Improving and enhancing transparency. I have been a part of the global team in bringing service providers who have helped us build a transparent system, a visibility platform. Our customers can see from the time that they have placed an order with us to the time the shipment has reached their warehouse. That kind of a tool is what we have. So this is all a part of the governance. We have audited our business ourselves. We have not waited for external auditors to come. We have challenged our business teams. We have gone back and we have audited their businesses. We have told them that what can be done better, and constantly reviewing, upgrading, and updating us with time was very, very important. So all these contributions, I would say, helped us govern the business better, run the business better, and make ourselves a better brand.
So what all changes have you witnessed in your professional life with changing technology? And what changes do you foresee with the advent of 5G and IoT, artificial intelligence, machine learning, blockchain, Web 3.0, big data, etc., etc.? And how do you suggest they can alter the course of business in the near future?
I tell you, this question stays very, very close to my heart. Recently, I delivered one of the lecture to one of the renowned B school, wherein this was the topic that I spoke on. And to my, it was a pleasure to hear the upcoming generation talk about it, and how they were seeing all of this AI, IoT, ML, big data as a disruption in the supply chain. But individually, I don't see this to be a disruption. I only see this to be an advantage if used to our own benefit, because the kind of revolution it'll bring into supply chain is immense. You talk of blockchain today, it's the most favorite topic of mine, and I think I can talk for hours and hours about it. So yes, I see this to our advantage, because Sunny, I don't see this saying that the human touch is going out of our industry, because our industry is very, very people driven. However we might evolve, however we might digitize, we would still need people to run the business. So all of this I see as a major contributor and bringing the confidence for our customers. A lot of AI will help our customers predict their supply chains. So predictive supply chain is something that we are already there. Industry 4 is almost nearing us. We all know that. So we are going to be entering it very, very soon. So the more we adopt and adapt to it, we will only see getting ourselves better. And if we resist to this change, I only see decision making to getting slower. I don't see businesses getting easier. They would be more demanding. They would be more complex. With all of this, I think it becomes more simple. We have more productivity to our hand. We will have more disposal of time to do a better thing and invest in better, evolution of this industry. So I see all of this to be a boom for logistics and supply chain.
Since you are now a corporate governance expert, what values do you aim to inculcate from your existing into your new role?
Yeah, so corporate governance, to talk about myself first, I'm a very, I think and I firmly believe as well, I'm a law-abiding person, and governance is something that drives me. So corporate governance, now being a certified, corporate governance, getting that tag to myself, and being a woman leader, I would say that what I believe that I can bring to the businesses is a lot of inclusion, transparency, accountability, and sustainability. And coming back to inclusion, why I say inclusion, I don't say inclusion just for gender or race or authenticity or, anything related to all of that. I don't say that because of that. I say this because the diverse perspective all of this is going to bring to the table is very, very important. So inclusivity will only bring perspectives on the table. Transparency, when I talk of transparency, I think, as I said earlier as well, doing businesses in a transparent manner will help only see business grow to the next level. Accountability comes and with a lot of responsibility as well. And responsibility comes with a lot of accountability. So building leaders, making them accountable, making them responsible for the business, ensuring that the businesses that they run are the most governed business. And any business will grow, Sunny, the last but not the least, in a sustainable manner. There are no shortcuts to business. You might find that doing business in a governed manner gets slower, but in the long run, the results are immense. So sustainable business, all of these 4 factors, I think this is what I'm going to be bringing to the table.
Building the global thought leaders community for cross-pollination of knowledge and a community of independent directors for having better corporate governance in the country. So what are your thoughts about these initiatives taken by the WDC team?
I think an excellent initiative that's been taken to actually tie up all the 3 things together: global thought leaders, independent directors, and all of this community. What this can do together is bring a lot of change. What thought leaders, and as per me, my perspective on thought leaders is what, and global thought leaders, not only just thought leaders, the global thought leaders, what they bring to the table is a lot of expertise. They're influencers in their own field, because they're experts. So they're influencers in various fields. They bring a lot of fresh perspective. Tying them to independent directors, I think independent directors come with the individual approach. Correct. And when they come with an individual approach, they come with a diverse expertise. They come with perspectives which are unbiased, which is not driving, or which is not something that is governed because they are within the organization and they already have a perspective. No, they bring their own perspectives on the table. They only strengthen the ethical way of doing the business. So a lot of, such initiatives are required to do the business in a most ethical way. And it also promotes taking informed and better decisions for the business. So taking a decision and taking an informed decision is very, very important. So I see that global thought leaders, independent directors, they bring a lot of things which, when tied up together, will be a huge advantage. However, I also see that there is a lot of dependency when, this, and there are various factors. Only if there is an active involvement. Involvement is very, very important. meaningful interactions. You can have interactions, but meaningful interactions, not subjective, but objective, constructive ideas, and integrity. That's equally important. So my personal thanks to the WDC team to actually, build this platform for people like us, wherein we can talk, we can exchange ideas, we can learn a lot together, we can have various perspectives. There is a community that's being built to exchange ideas. So my personal gratitude and thanks to the WDC team for this.
That was so insightful of you, Ms. Malhotra. And in fact, it was fantastic conversing with you. And I'm confident that your insights will inspire the future leaders. Thank you, Ms. Manisha Malhotra, for joining us today. Wish you the best for your future endeavors. Moreover, trust that this initiative by Directors Institute has unquestionably expanded the participants' understanding and enriched their minds.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sunny. And thanks, Directors Institute, for once again giving me this platform. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a nice day.
You too.